Hey guys, welcome back again tonight for the third time. We're going to look at Del Mar first 5 races before I call it a night. What I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to sit it out, see how the ratings do, jump in for some action. That I don't know yet, so I'm not going to structure any wagers here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this out on the West Coast. I've always found the West Coast to be a little bit of a struggle for me. Santa Anita and Del Mar. Thankfully, most of the tracks, central PA or central U.S. and eastern U.S. and down south, I pretty much have a decent handle on them as far as consistency goes with the matrix factors. But West Coast has always been a little bit of a head scratcher, so we'll see how these ratings hold up. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the grids. They're already completed. Just to get a general idea, again, just to give you a general idea, it took me about 50 minutes to do these 5 races. Okay, once you have the mental math down and you know what you're looking for and you know what pace lines to pull to use for your ratings, things usually go by pretty quick. But as I mentioned before, if you're not putting in the grind, you're doing your own manual handicapping and you're not putting in the grind, you may be missing a lot of stuff. So let's take a look here at Del Mar 1. Del Mar 1, we'll open up the PPs too. Let me zoom in for you so you can see them. Del Mar 1 is 1 mile on the main track. I was able to eliminate, I tossed 1 horse to 6 horse. If you want to take a look at it real fast. I'm not going to go over exactly why I tossed them, but I wasn't able to pull much from the first pace line, and I had to go back to August of 22 for the second pace line to get a target. Plus, I did 5 horses already in my head before that. Not in my head, on paper. And once I started running numbers in my head here, they weren't even coming close, so I thought that might be a good horse to eliminate here. Whether it hurts or helps, I don't know. Time will tell. Tomorrow we'll know. But at the same time, it all depends on how I'm playing it or how I would be playing it if I were playing it. But what I do have right now is I have the 3 horse finishing on top. And the 3 horse is getting 2 points in the class drop section because he is most likely going to be the speed of the race. Now, I really, really hope this 3 horse wins. Not because I have him ranked the highest, because of Barrington Harvey. This guy, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Barrington Harvey, but this guy is a hard-working young man who started out in Parks, right around the corner from me. I met him a few times. He was just like a down, grinded out type of dude, and he moved out to the West Coast, ran at Bay Meadows for a while when they were open, and then went to Golden Gate. And he's got a couple mounts tomorrow, or today I should say, at Del Mar, and I'd really love to see this guy get a Del Mar victory, and it looks like he may be on a good horse to do it. Now, we are going a mile here, and I haven't checked the bias to see how routes have been going here, but this horse looks like a horse that can put himself in the right spot to win a race. He's wired the field last 2 times out, 2 times back at Relito, which I guess is in Texas. Like I told you, this guy's all over the place. But came out of Santa Anita, not with Barrington on him, but wired the field at 12.5 and now drops to 8,000 today. Coming out of a race with a next out winner, the second place horse. And he does figure on top for me in target ability and target bridge rating. And then overall in the TC rating, he does figure 1 for me. So I have him ranked 3, 4, 9, and 1. If you guys want to keep track of that and not have to watch the video again, 3, 4, 9, 1. If you're going to follow along, see how this goes. Okay, race 2, I passed. And let's take a look at race 2. Race 2 is a 2-year-old maiden claiming with about 5 horses maybe that ran already. Very poor running lines for a lot of them that ran. Some of them coming off of one race. If I was putting together a pick 5, I would probably just look and see, a few things that stand out. Maybe trainer notation, second time out, so forth. But that's not my plan tomorrow, so I'm not really concerned. I'm not going to try to dig. We have class droppers here. We have about 4 or 5 coming out of maiden special weight races. So I would have no idea where to begin with this race. Honestly, this could be a race where it's bombs away. But let's move on to race 3. Race 3, 6 furlongs on the main track. $80,000 optional claimer. We look at our grid. 5-horse field. So I only wanted to narrow it down to the top 3. And the top 3 were the 1, the 4, and the 3. Now, over here, the 4-horse shows up as our target and our top target Briz. And the 1-horse shows up as our ability, top final fraction, and top speed cume. But the 3 held its own without finishing on top of any categories. And it helps a little bit that the 3 had the class drop as well as the trainer notation, or else he would be an 88.5, and he would probably be here it is right here, he would finish on the bottom. So, but I am giving a nod to the 3 in third, but I have a 1-4-3 ranking. And again, I'm just basing these rankings now off these rankings here: first, second, third, and fourth. Now, race 4, I want to jump right to this 3-horse. That way, in case you're wondering why do I have question marks here, I can't get anything off of this 3-horse, but at the same time, he very well may be above and beyond the rest of this field. I mean, again, these foreign shippers that come over, based on the methods that I use, sure, I could pull some trainer information from them. I don't do pedigree. I can't dig in and find out who these horses are and how many winners they produced at whatever level and so forth. And again, that is a totally different trait. And I'm not saying there's no validity to it. I'm sure there is. But again, we already see the time it takes to do the handicapping the way we're doing it here. And to be able to really, really get a gauge on how to do this, the bloodlines, that would probably even add more time. It may help. I'm not saying it's something I'm not going to pursue down the road. But at the same time, I know zero about bloodline handicapping. So again, I can't get nothing out of this 3-horse other than the fact that he's won his last 2 times out in Ireland. He's coming over here. Phil D'Amato seems to do okay with shippers to the United States, off layoffs, and his first start with him. So right now, I did put him in as 4th because after 3rd, it really wasn't overwhelming as far as the numbers go. So let's take a look here at what we have here. And I think I have these out of order. This should be 5. This should be actually, no, I ranked these based on what I saw over here as well. The 5-horse is my overwhelming target ability and the target Briz number. When I add in the qualitative factors, it gives them an 89.1. But the 7-horse stands out as my top in the overall rating. So I'm going to stay with the trend here, and I'm going to go 7, 5, 4, and instead of the 2, I'm going to throw that 3 in there. Because it's very likely that horse comes out tomorrow and runs a race. Or he can come out and run a clunker. And then I go to the 5th. The 5th was a large field. I eliminated 3 horses, the 5, 6, and a 9. Let's take a look at them real fast. 6 furlongs. Cheaper maiden for Delaware, maiden claiming 20,000. If you want to take a quick look at them, you'll see why. The 6-horse. And the 9-horse are 3 tosses. And they're all high odds morning line, except for, the 9 is 10-1 morning line. But he hasn't run since June of 22. I don't see any bullet work. a trend pattern here. 90 plus days away. The trainer is 18%, but at the same time, there's 12 horses in this field I'm looking to eliminate. And what I narrowed it down to in this race is we do have another horse here. The 4 horse is a class dropper, and he's the most likely projected pace setter of the race, and he's taking a weight allowance. So let's look at the 4 real fast. He does have an apprentice on him, but maybe this will be an opportunity for this guy to get his first victory over here at Del Mar. He does have a 15% overall win percentage. I don't know if he's coming from Santa Anita. But again, I don't follow the West Coast that much. I don't know where those wins came from. I don't see him in here anywhere except for right here. And that was at Santa Anita. So I got to imagine he had some Santa Anita victories. But at the same time, he does look to be the speed of the race, even though this is coming off a turf outing at Santa Anita. You look down here, he wanted the lead at 21-4, 45-1. And when I compare him to the rest of the field, he seems like he's going to be the horse that gets out. Is dropping from 62.5 at Santa Anita down to 20,000. And he's taken a 9-pound weight drop as well. And I find that the weight drop is a lot more of a potent factor when it comes to horses that are in the front and not so much in the back. So this horse may come out and run a good race tomorrow and give this guy his first victory at Del Mar if he doesn't win one before that. But if we look at our chart has 4, 1, 11, 8. And let's see what those morning lines are there. 4, the 1 is 6-1 morning line, also taking a drop. The 8 is an 8-1 morning line, coming off a stretch move at this level. And then the 11 is a 4-1 morning line, also coming from this level here as well. So that's our 5 race recap. Well, really 4 when you take out race 2 of Del Mar tomorrow. So, like I said, likely I'll probably be sitting on the sidelines and seeing how these ratings do out there on the West Coast. And if there's anything worthy of doing a recap on, I'll do a recap. If not, I'll hit you guys with a video for maybe Saratoga on Friday, later on tomorrow night. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.